Fox News host Sean Hannity got into a fight with CNN's Brian Stelter on Twitter. Now, they'd been taking jabs at each other for months now, so honestly, this is nothing special or even interesting. But the interesting thing is that in the midst of the back and forth, one Twitter user said to Hannity, quote, CNN, New York Times, Washington Post, and others shown to have colluded by WikiLeaks should not receive White House press credentials. Sean Hannity's response to that was, Amen. Okay, now understand something. Is it true that there was collusion between the Clinton campaign and various media outlets? Yes. Not even close. Yes. The answer is yes. Yes times a trillion. Donna Brazile, for example, with CNN, we know that she slipped Hillary Clinton's campaign questions that were going to come up in the debates. She did it multiple times. Totally unacceptable and inexcusable. And by the way, she was let go. MSNBC is another one. They didn't bring it up in here, but MSNBC, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, basically threatened the people on Morning Joe. How dare you? I'm going to go to your higher up. I'm going to go to the president of MSNBC and tell them you better, lay off a little bit on us and the Democrats. So no doubt there was collusion. Now, understand, it cuts both ways, though, because we covered the story yesterday. Megyn Kelly in her new book said, don't be naive. Donald Trump offered me gifts for positive coverage. I didn't take it. Other people at Fox News, they took it. She didn't name names, but look, first on that list would be Hannity because I think he touches himself to Donald Trump every night. So, or maybe O'Reilly, but O'Reilly at times was a little tough on Donald Trump, so maybe give him a slight pass here, though I don't know why I'm being so kind to Bill O'Reilly. But Hannity probably be number one on that list. Trump's just offering gifts for positive coverage to the point where they would even, this is another amazing fact in there, they would even strategize for ways that these people that he's basically bribing could attack him. Like, let's make it look like, so nobody knows. Let's think of ways you can attack me, but ways that Trump would be cool with being attacked. So, look, it's cutting both ways, and it's unacceptable across the board. I don't want to defend any of it. Obviously, Hannity would defend it on the Fox News side, but he would attack it on the CNN side and MSNBC side. I think all of it's fucked up. There shouldn't be any collusion. You should hold the people, who are in power, who are running to be in power, accountable. Period. But here's why this is so devastating. Dude, this person is talking about rejecting their press credentials, so banning them from covering, the president and the press conferences and stuff. Okay, Hannity, there is this thing called the First Amendment. Even if there's massive bias against you in a certain outlet, the president can't just say, boom, you're out of here. Because we have the First Amendment. We have freedom of speech, freedom of the press. We have, for them to unfairly crack down on somebody because they're against you, they're biased against you, they're harsh on you, they're hard on you, that is fundamentally against the First Amendment. No, it's like, imagine if Obama did this to Fox News. Look, Fox News, they treat me unfair. And we're going to reject their press credentials. Sean Hannity's hair would catch on fire. He'd be on TV at night saying this president is against the First Amendment, is against the Constitution, is against a free press, doesn't want to be held accountable. But he's advocating Trump do it. Yeah, take away the credentials from CNN, New York Times, Washington Post, and others. Just take them away. Because they're tough on Trump and they're biased against him. Again, even if they're biased against him, they get a seat at the table. Of course you can have an adversarial media. Of course you can have that. That's the whole point of the United States of America. So what do you want, Sean? You only want to have Fox News in there? Fox News and outlets that are willing to kiss his ass? No, but see, this is what authoritarians do. Somebody like Sean Hannity, if the Democrats do it, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever, it's unconstitutional. If we do it, it's okay. Because we're justified in doing it. We're justified in rejecting press credentials. I warned you this guy is going to be a threat to the First Amendment. And understand that Trump is considering appointing Hannity to a position in his government. Now, Hannity said he doesn't want to do it, and he's got his contract with Fox News, so who knows if that's going to go anywhere. But Trump wants him. Now you see why, because he's fiercely loyal and he makes shitty arguments. The guy's, really can't overstate how radical this is. To say, yeah, just reject the press credentials of these people who didn't like you in your campaign. I mean, Donald Trump on the campaign trail, as he had a media blacklist. And it was full of liberal outlets, centrist outlets, and conservative outlets. National Review on the ban list. Political on the ban list. All these. So he had a ban list already showing he's authoritarian. Or he has that streak. But you know who was allowed in and who got press credentials? White nationalist radio shows. I mean, you're basically proving everything that what the narrative is against you, you're proving. The narrative is, guys, they're really extreme. You don't get it. Like, they're cuddling up to white nationalist radio hosts and, you know, they're fine with that, but they're against mainstream outlets. Like, whoa. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. They banned mainstream outlets. They allowed in white nationalist radio shows. And now they're thinking about, yeah, why not when we're president? I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. I mean, this is a guy who sued Bill Maher over a joke. He sued The Onion over a satire piece. He said we need to, quote, open up our libel laws so he can sue the media. This guy is deeply authoritarian. So look out, man. Look out. And he even tweeted, one of his first tweets as president-elect, Trump's, was, talking against protesters. And then another one against the biased New York Times. Dude, you're president-elect. I mean, this guy is going to use the bully pulpit to intimidate and to try to shut down criticism, whether it be protests in the streets or whether it be newspapers. So this is bad, and he's got a little bitch boy in the media to do his dirty work for him, where he's saying, amen, yeah, don't give them press credentials if they come after you. Yeah, do that. Amen, let's crack down. Scary times, man, it really is.